Hey, welcome back to day 42. We are jumping back in into the Osaka Jail now that we've completed a handful of the requests that we had queued up with the last episode. And as usual, time to buy some last minute items before we jump back in. And as far as what's remaining goes, right, we shouldn't have much left of the Osaka Jail. The one thing I'm iffy on is, do we actually fight a lockkeeper next, or is it, yet another one of those sub-bosses? Almost 300,000 yen. And stats wise, yeah, I'll stick with Mona, Sophia, and Makoto for now. So we're probably gonna end up right where we left off, which was, a bunch of those Nagas, the persona, that we basically, skateboarded through. Which basically just flooded the room at the time, when you first come across those enemies.
The airship departure gate. Those who have not surrendered their desires will not be allowed entry. Airport staff, please present your workers' pass.
You guys hear that? The departure gate's just up ahead.
And we have to surrender our desires if we wish to enter.
You can't pass unless your heart's been changed, huh? Doesn't sound like we'll be getting in. Guess we don't have a choice. We'll have to find another way. Hey, look! Do you think we could get in through that vent? Ooh, you might be onto something. Nice going, Noir.
Nice going indeed. I mean, it's certainly better than backtracking, right? Since that's what we're usually supposed to be doing during times like these. Alright, so we're on the other side of the map now. All right, here we go.
Damn, they found us. We'll just have to take him out. Let's go.
All right, what is this guy? Raja Naga. So curse is definitely a possibility. We have wind. Thankfully, we do have 2 wind users. And now Garula doesn't seem to be a weakness. So in other words, there's probably additional Naga that was in the back, or that were in the back, and this guy is absolutely not weak to wind at all. Oh, this canine is pretty annoying. I will say that.
It looks
Workers
like Professor
pass.
dropped something.
A worker's pass, huh? Looks like we can say goodbye to that vent.
It's a shadow. Stay alert.
Ooh. Pretty close. I can't ambush from here.
Take this.
Fortunately, we're gonna have to pull these tactics.
Do my best.
Yours.
Leave it to me.
Let's get Mona in there.
Say your prayer. Tagging out.
I'll do it.
This was over before it began. Good job, everyone. Here's hoping the next
I'll reveal your true form.
That glasses got her hurt, though, right?
Persona! Rabbit step! Persona! You're mine. Strike! Let's go. Take this. Now! Come! Rabbit step!
Don't forget your follow-up attack.
Fire! Right here!
That was almost twice. Let's finish this. I'd call that an easy win. We should apply the same effort in the next battle.
Shadow, careful now.
If we act fast, we can ambush them. Sound good?
Show me your true self. Go ahead.
Push on through. Or my other
I mean, this area is Naga City.
Someone looks happy. Was that not a challenge?
Good stuff, guys. Keep it coming.
Big guy waiting over there.
Take this. Take this.
Alive, lady. Okay, here goes.
Cavern Snake Man.
You're mine.
Oh, nice, Joker. You hit its weakness. I'll handle it. Zoro, show your might. Your turn.
Sure. Take this.
I'm still picking up a lot of enemies. You might want to pace yourself.
Go ahead.
Leave it to me.
Georgie Station North. Alright, so we can go north of here, but technically we're advised to go east. So let's see what's going on here. I feel like, why do I feel like there's gonna be hordes of shadows here? Especially if these carts have been put here, right? Actually, I should probably go back and heal up instead of using my items.
Okay, good work, people.
Might as well use that convenience of a checkpoint.
Let's get to work. Okay, let's do this.
All right, let's get to work.
Returning your desires to our hero Akira.
So, this is the departure gate.
Entry denied. Insufficient access privileges. Please surrender your desires or present your VIP pass.
How's that?
So if we get one, even we'll be allowed inside?
So it does sound like we will be doing some backtracking here.
Things fit? Let's go find a pass then.
But who would be carrying a VIP pass? I doubt we could tell just by looking.
If only we knew of a place where such individuals might gather.
Well, if they're important enough to be called VIPs, maybe they'd be in the first class lounge? That's it, Noir!
Haru is kind of crushing it right now, right?
VIP life. Already got a reading. Let's check it out.
Have you turned in your desires? Hello.
A back entrance.
Focus.
Those seeking passage must
see it.
first turn in your desires.
Why don't we see what that is?
Loading bay. Okay, so we're now at the northeastern part. Okay, which means
Focus.
ah,
I can see it.
gotta be careful of these searchlights.
Focus. What's that?
Think they're onto us. Be more alert for
Was that even worth waiting around for? I think not.
I've located a treasure chest. Let's open it.
All citizens, please.
It's a level 3 lock. First class lounge, there you go.
praise from me. This is hardly something I'd expect from first class.
Fox, this isn't the time. Focus on the enemy. Now's our chance to ambush them.
I'll reveal your true form.
This is our chance. Wipe them out.
Valkyrie, Naga, Unicorn, Nekoshoka, Queen Ma, Okuninushi, Queen Ma, Okuninushi. You're mine.
This won't be fun.
Come, take it.
Oh, thanks, Joker. You hit its weakness. Say your prayers. Don't let up. It's all you.
Sure.
Joker got in a follow-up attack.
Now. It's over.
I almost
Aha, so this is where we get that VIP pass from, right? Obviously going to be a boss fight.
What happened to the guard?
Another one of those guys from earlier.
looks like you can jump on them. Use the right and we'll run circles around the enemy.
Okay, so good thing we brought Makoto, since we can take advantage of nuke damage here.
Gotta exploit those weaknesses. Leave it to me.
And look at that map. Nothing but red.
Keep it up.
You're mine. Strike.
Everyone stay focused. Out of our way. That combo strike was devastating. Not done yet. Use it. Sophia.
I'll do it. Rabbit step.
Perhaps I should be taking notes.
Stamina's getting low. Watch closely how you strike. Enemy power level, nothing special. Take him down. Joker got in a follow-up attack.
Alright, done. The lounge pass. So we did get something.
You've lost a lot of stamina. Maybe it's time to head back?
Alright, so where are we headed now? Back down southwest. Hopefully we can use this door. Oh, okay. And that's what these cards are for, right? They're just neatly arranged for situations like this. I mean, this is crazy. Alright.
Joker got in a follow-up attack.
More cards. That's what these are for. There's no need for luggage here. Alright, more carts. More carts. So now the question is, do we have to deal with those spider shadows? No, we don't, because we can just sneak in here and break through some of these partition glasses. Or glass.
Huh? That looks suspicious.
In position. Waiting your signal.
Show me your true self. Let's go. Rabbit step. Persona. You're mine.
Nice, Joker! You hit its weakness! Take that off quite well.
Take this. Down.
We can do it!
And that looks like another
Win, don't you think?
boss type of character. So back to our SP restoration. Mostly it's just Joker that needs some of it.
Okay. There. This one.
Alright, there we go.
Whoa! Who the hell are you? This area's VIP only.
And there we go, boss fight indeed.
Oh, I'm sure we can get into hard ways with it.
Hey, take it easy. This is less phantom thieves and more just thieves.
Alright, it's a fused ghost. Looks like a legion, right? So, and of course it's weak to Bless and Nuke. Thankfully for us, we do have the right people on deck. So what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and kind of focus on buffs here first.
I'll use this.
And of course, not get into trouble like that. So what we'll do is we'll kind of keep him busy with some attacks. Kind of like that. And, you know, kind of keep the pressure going here. While Joker does his thing. And gets everyone ready for the fight here.
Persona. I'll use this. Go ahead.
Leave it to me. Thank you. Upon our
And Joker seems to have been, I guess, sprung or something. I'm not sure if someone can snap him out of that, you know, status defect. Yeah, I'm not sure if that one can be fixed using items. So I'm just gonna have to hang in there. There he goes. Joker's back. And let's see.
Archangel. Arsene. Valkyrie. Naga.
Oh, he's also weak to electricity. So having Ryuji would also be a bonus. And here goes a bunch of more shadows where that came from. Is it showtime? Yes, it is.
Naga! Here! Come! You're mine!
That was amazing! Enemy shot! Send it off with a nuke!
I'll do it! Unicorn! Neko's unicorn! Rabbit step!
Nailed it! New goal! Oh!
Take this!
Blowing up!
Yours!
I'll handle it! I'll try! Out of my way! Get him!
Oops, missed it.
Charge! Say your prayer!
Almost there.
What is yours?
Just got to get a couple more hits in and then call it a day. Done.
I can't wait to try this one out.
There is the VIP pass.
VIP pass.
Great! Now we can ride that airship. Let's get back to the departure gate. Switching out.
So it sounds like there is going to be another boss. No need to break any more glass. I think we've done enough damage here.
Stamina will run out soon.
And yeah, I do want to get back to this checkpoint before we do that. But again, I really don't want to have to fight
There's a powerful enemy
these
nearby.
guys.
I can sense it.
Take this!
Hopefully this is not the powerful enemy they're referring to. Nope.
Switch out!
Leave it to me. Say your prayer. Live it up. Persona. I'll attack too. Persona follows up. Leave it to me. Go. Goro. Cut you up. Time for my persona. Following up. It's all you. Leave it to me. Warning. It's gonna be rough.
You're mine!
Super's not even follow-up attack.
Neko Show Queen Mitra! Okuninushi! Take this!
I'll spray a few shadows.
Go ahead.
Say your prayer. Sona. This shit ain't it. The end. Now, just keep it up. Warning my other self. Time for my persona. Persona follows up. All mine. Watch it. Direct hit. Falling up. There. That combo strike was devastating. Not done yet. Upon a
Sure. Take this!
incoming attack. Brace yourself. A strong enemy. Just like this.
All right, and right behind us is the checkpoint.
Okay, let's get out of here.
So hopefully last time when we had to, return from jail, heal up, get back to it.
Let's get to work. What are you looking for? There's a sale happening. How many would you like? You want this a bunch. How many would you like? You will fix the bench. How many would you like? You will fix the bench. You will fix the bench. How many would you like? You will fix
And the great thing about Endgame is
you like? You will fix the bench.
it's much more difficult now to run out of money
Fix the bench.
to buy the things that you need to buy. Just because grinding, you know, itself just brings you a bunch of bunch of money in very quickly.
How many? Are you sure? How many? Are you sure? How many? Are you sure?
Okay, let's do this.
We're here. Better get moving.
Have you turned in your desires?
This is our chance. Want to give him a last surprise?
VIP pass accepted. You are cleared to board.
All right, it's open. Let's make our way to the castle.
Perfect. So this is the last, what, prison keep part. So obviously, it's going to be another boss.
Wait a second. This is a prison keep.
This must be an air traffic control tower.
Which means it can't be a lockkeeper that we're about to fight. So it has to be another one of those sub-bosses.
It might be a good idea to get this place under control if we want to save Flip.
Reed, we can stop the other airships. It might reduce enemy reinforcements later on.
All right then. That's the plan. Let's make shit happen.
It cannot be that easy though, right? I feel like there's going to be a crap load of enemies as soon as we have access to this next power core.
No one can defy her.
We got the core!
Interesting. A Medice Company badge. Its symmetrical design is rather appealing.
We've cleared all of the prison keeps. Let's go ahead and board the airship.
And there you have it.
From the tower immediately. This is your.
Like a phantom thief would ever return what they stole.
I shall take great pleasure in granting you your destruction.
Here it comes.
Ooh, an explosive! Let's blow these shadows to smithereens!
Final Assessor. Okay, so this thing is, again, thankfully we do have Makoto for those nuke skills, curse skills.
Archangel, Arsene,
What else? It looks like that's all.
Queen Ma, Occassionally, Mitra, Lamia, Mitra.
So better than having just one person on deck for this stuff, right? Alright, let's get into it and get crazy. Focusing on buffs and debuffs while Joker is absolutely confused. Alright, now the Joker's back. Can we use these things? Yes, we can.
With this. Persona! Mamiya! I'll use this. Persona! His power! Excellent work! Let's go! Archangel! Arsene! Rabbit Step! Come! Take this! It's over! Persona! Switch out!
Leave it to me! Johanna! One more hit! All mine! Yeah! Switching out! This should help! I would like to stop! Everyone stay focused! Incoming attack! Brace yourself!
So I am completely ignoring some of the enemies in the background. Just straight up focusing on this guy. And of course, when Mona gets into that, you can't switch characters unless he's out of that state. And that's a little more than halfway's done. And almost out of SP for both the Joker and Makoto. So let's get our SP back up to speed.
This one. This one. Okay. This one. Rabbit Step. Persona! Take it.
So we're almost there. Okay, we are there. We're done. Not too bad.
Now I'm even more dependable.
Fully restores HP. Well, that one is pretty important. Not sure what I just did. Heavy bless damage. We want that to override the light variant. Oh, it's revival. So that's what we're gonna replace that with. Instead of 50%, we could have 100%. Confirm.
Looks like we finally cleared up the rebel.
I'll count on you.
Talk about a waste of time.
Yeah, you sound like one of the bad guys. Suits wise.
Looks like one too. Definitely doesn't look like a cop.
Oh, shut up. So you say that
So hopefully this has us return and get the castle available to us.
Yeah.
With no gimmicks.
So that was an airship. The view from the sky was truly breathtaking.
Checkpoint. I mean, should we take it?
Maybe we should call it a day.
Yeah, I feel like if time doesn't pass when you return from jail, I think it should be okay for us to head back in there.
Let's get to work.
This should see how things are discounted right now. You should buy something. What are you selling?
Okay, let's do this.
Alright, so that was a false alarm. Maybe when we actually get to the castle, usually they give you some tips like, up before you continue further, you know, finish your unfinished business. Airship to GOG station.
All right, what's next?
I'm not sensing any shadows. We're safe here.
So that is the castle.
Yo, what the hell's all this?
You can do it, Akira!
Bring those villains to justice!
There's so many people. What's going on? Oh, are these all the shadows who've had their hearts changed?
The Great Akira's Hero Show will begin momentarily. Please gather in front of the stage and show your support.
Hero show? By Kanoe?
This sounds interesting. Let's go see. No. Take a closer look. The guards are on the lookout.
If they spot us, we get swarmed, and then it's game over.
We should probably fall back for now.
Something like this happened in Sapporo, didn't it? You mean the He Horde? That was mirrored by the huge cleanup campaign in the real world, right?
This may be the same thing.
Huh. Does that mean Kanoe's doing some kind of show in the real world right now?
Which begs the question, will this crowd go away once he's finished?
We need more information. Maybe we should go back to the real world and see for ourselves. Alright, if you think it'll help, we'll head back. Let's see just what Kanoe's up to. Okay, it's time to pull out.
So time for a little break here. And it is night now, so time has passed.
Mr. Kanoe, the Emma app developed by your company Medice has become immensely popular all around the world. With Japan's creative industries starting to reach their limits, it's wonderful to hear about such a remarkable breakthrough in AI technology. I hear many have high expectations for you as a leading figure in this country, Mr. Kanoe.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm all that. I do plan to do the best I can, though. The world is about to undergo a massive transformation, and I'm hoping to steer it in the right direction. Oh, thank you. You're too kind.
Well, sounds like you've got their support. That reminds me. I've heard that Emma's servers are kept at the Tokyo Radio Tower. Way back when, the Tokyo Radio Tower was used to usher Japan into a new era of communication. Perhaps this time around, Emma will play a similar role and bring us into the age of AI.
Yes, that's certainly the idea. As of now, AI is still a fledgling technology, but I've no doubt that it's going to make all of our lives that much easier.
And as a testament to that, it's worth noting there were several areas that openly lamented the halt in Emma's service the other day. Why do you think the Phantom Thieves would target Emma of all things?
Naturally, Emma holds a vast amount of personal data. Perfect target for a gang of crooks, if you ask me. Or perhaps they're just opposed to my ideas of AI making the world a better place. All that talk about them being champions of the meek and downtrodden is likely no more real than those cheap masks they hide behind. They threaten anyone they disagree with, and rob them of their free will if they don't comply. Evil people performing evil deeds. Nothing more. We won't be defeated by some ragtag group of petty criminals. I'm more than determined to battle their injustices to the very end.
Mr. Konoe, you held a press conference the other day and mentioned your distinct hatred for the evils of this world. Might that stem from personal experience?
Yes, I suppose you might say that. As a child, I was caught in a rather unfortunate incident in which I lost someone very close to me. I'd wager it was that incident that caused me to harbor such disdain for wrongdoing. However you look at it, I can't allow the Phantom Thieves to continue doing as they please.
I couldn't agree more. I think we'd all like to see this Phantom Thieves case resolved as soon as possible.
That explains the whole hero show thing.
Bastard! Where's he get off with all that shit?
Yeah, but he's got a crapload of people behind him. He's trending like you wouldn't believe on social media.
Have all those people had their hearts changed too?
No, it's not like it was with Natsume. These are just regular old fans.
So everyone's being won over by Konoe's charm without ever knowing what he's really like.
His track record with Medice certainly is impressive.
Oh, come on! The guy's full of shit!
Without knowing who he is on the inside, he probably seems like he really cares about making the world a better place.
This isn't much different from what happened with Shido.
Well, people do tend to pick the safer choices in life.
Is that true?
In a life of nothing but decisions, there's always a fear of not knowing what comes next. Without knowing what lies in store, people often end up turning to the thing that gives them the best answer. So when it comes down to it, they're more inclined to latch on to whoever's going to make things easier.
First it was Shido, and now it's Konoe. Actually, this might be even worse, seeing as Emma is a lot more up close and personal with people. But is it really okay to live like that? Leaving everything up to something else?
Well, the truth is, not everyone believes in themselves enough to do otherwise. Not like I'm one to talk. But that's why we're exposing the real villain here. So we can bring those people back to their senses.
Right. We can't let them change everyone's hearts for their own schemes anymore.
We're gonna tear down that stupid jail of his, and then I'm putting my foot straight up his... Oh, maybe we hold off until we get some grub, yeah?
You gotta be kidding me.
That certainly cut the tension. Now that you mention it, I'm hungry too. We were running around in that jail for quite some time.
Dinner time! What'll it be? We are in Osaka, so we'd be crazy not to do takoyaki, right?
That sounds nice. I've been wanting to walk around and try a little of everything, honestly.
Whoa, going kinda overboard on the toppings, don't you think?
So good! Oh yeah, no trip to Osaka is complete without him.
I'm actually surprised. Each shop really does taste different.
Looks like trying a bunch of different places was a good call.
Oh, so this is the authentic Osaka flavor. And best of all, it's affordable.
Aren't you gonna have some, Mona?
It's too hot for me right now. I'll just have some once it cools off. I'm sorry you can't join in with us, Sophia.
It makes sense. I mean, cats do have sensitive tongues, right?
Well, I am an AI. I'll just have to make do with the data.
Don't let it get you down, Sophia. We'll bring some to the jail later.
Really? Thank you.
Man, traveling around and chowing down like this is the freaking best! Would have been nice if Gramps could have tagged along.
He was close enough to make it home, so I think he wanted to go see Akane-chan. She was probably waiting for him too.
I hope they get more time with one another once this case is settled.
Yeah, and then Gramps can shower Akane in gifts and treat her like a princess and stuff.
There's something I still don't understand. Why did Konoe bother to create the jails in the first place?
Wasn't it because that Owada dude told him to?
I don't think that was the only reason. We heard in his jail that he wanted to save people, didn't we?
Yeah. One look around his jail, and it's clear that he totally believes in what he's doing. He thinks he's the perfect embodiment of justice.
It's true. He does see himself as a hero. Are you suggesting he isn't acting for his own gain?
At the very least, he must have his own reasons for taking part in all of this.
We'll know for sure once we meet the Monarch face to face. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Yeah, you're right. We'll eat up and get our strength back for today.
Well, I'm taking the rest then.
As if! Like you really need all that.
Hey, it's first come, first served at this point. You guys better hurry before I swipe it all.
I, Haru Okumura, accept your challenge.
Wait, I want some too.
So we're moving on to August the 25th.
How's it going?
So now is the time for the Lockkeeper. I have a feeling. And of course, a lot of requests are probably going to pop up as well. At least 3 seem to have popped up.
You're accepting this request?
Elegant Experiment Extended. This is another one of those annoying ones, right? Where you have to defeat a bunch of enemies in a single short time. And we've done this before. But the, what was that boss called? It was a named shadow. It was the Viscid Rotting Meat, right? And that was either in Sendai or Shibuya. So that's absolutely something that we can get into soon. Thieves Challenge Queen. Another one marked with a request symbol. And another one for Sophie, which is a Thieves Challenge as well. So all of these, obviously, are definitely worth our while. We can certainly focus on this one first.
Get to work.
Alright, so again, another one of those pesky ones where you cannot fast travel.
All right.
Okay, let's
Now that I think of it, did I really accept it? I sure did. Okay, so let's see where this request takes us. Thankfully, it is one map. There's no other, maps, but it is fairly big. So, obviously we do have to be careful. And as usual, if you do mess up, you have to go back and retry. So basically, we have to follow the rule of get them before they get you, as far as ambushes go, and keep the security clearance as low as possible. In fact, you're not supposed to increase security alarms at all. Alright, so we gotta get into this vent.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
What is that? The enemy hasn't noticed us. Now's our chance.
And for areas with these glass, you pretty much have no choice other than to just go ahead and ambush them and defeat them. You know, because if you're gonna break through glass, kind of makes it painfully obvious.
Someone looks happy. Was that not
So is there... No, there's no
Oh, nice one.
vent we have to get into.
Shadow sighted.
This one will have to be careful.
See the work.
These guys are weak to, I believe, Bless. There you go. While these guys are probably weak to electric or thunder type Zeo skills. Oops. Alright. And while we came all the way here, might as well get this
Let's move on.
chest.
The treasure chest. Let's open it.
It is a lock 3. I guess this is one of those we haven't gotten before. And interestingly, it is a dagger, which is an upgrade for Joker. And on top of that, we get +2 magic. So, totally worth it. And coming back out here, we gotta be wary of this one. Let's see if we could ambush. Pretty close. And let's zap them away. There we go. Alright, so how far are we at? Technically, we're not even 50% yet.
You should apply the same effort in the next battle.
I think we could ambush it from here? Show me your true self. Let's go. You're mine.
And another vent for us to go through. And there's shadows waiting out here. Okay. So instead of taking a risk here, let's just... Okay, and they just seem to have disappeared. They disappear and they come back. So it's kind of annoying. All right, let's get them. That was very close. If they would have gotten me right there.
feel sorry for them. Okay, let's keep it moving.
We gotta get over here, drop, and then inside the vent. And more shadows. We do have to be careful of that guy. He is one of those super powerful ones. But realistically, what we want to do is drop here. And yes, we know, Futaba. We know. Stay away from that guy. Let's run for it. And of course, there's more of these guys here. Going for the ambush.
An easy win, don't you think?
Good stuff, guys. Keep it coming.
Actually, we don't even have to go in there, right? We can just head south.
Found something.
And more vents. And I'm willing to bet there's searchlights here. So if we blow it here, you're basically out of luck. Do we just drop? Yes, we do. Run. And what about here?
It's a treasure chest. Mustn't overlook it.
Gotta be careful, right?
The RNG gods smile upon us.
And I'm not sure if we can just drop here. Yes, we can. More hooks on rails. Almost there. And we'll drop here. That was close. Alright, no more searchlights. So we'll bust in here. And so we're almost there, right? Oh, that's a huge risk right there if you didn't time it right. All right, and hopefully
I'd call that an easy win. Here's
we should be done soon.
Hey, I think there's a checkpoint over there. Maybe we
This one we also have to be super careful.
Shadow located. Awaiting orders.
Namely because of those guys that kind of disappear and come back. Let's do this. Let's go for an ambush. Just to get that over with, and no surprises after that.
Victory was handed to us. All right.
Ah, I see what we need to do.
Stay alert.
So we do have to stay on these rails. As you can see, this could take forever. But I guess this thing should take us all the way
Now might be a good
to
time
the other side. And done. Ooh. Thankfully, this happened after the fact.
Keep up the pace, shall we?
You've lost a lot of stamina. Maybe it's time to head back?
So now we'll just run towards that checkpoint. If we can get to the other side. Let's see if we could just do this.
Shall we head back?
All right, so another request down.
You're already working on this one. Mission accomplished.
HP incense. And that actually brings us to the end of this episode. We do have 2 more requests that we plan to take on as early as the next episode.
You're doing this one?
As far as the rest of the Thieves Challenge ones, before we move on to the Lockkeeper. So we're almost there as far as the the very end of Osaka Jail. We have the Lockkeeper, and then after that would be Konoe. And who knows whether he is actually endgame or is there someone else controlling the strings, at the top of the chain. But I guess we'll find out soon. So thanks again for tuning in, and we'll see you with the next episode.